What if the so-called unscented flower was never truly scentless, just waiting for the right moment to bloom? For nearly 10 years, Song Weilong has stood at the center of a long-running contradiction in the Chinese entertainment industry. Universally acknowledged as strikingly handsome, he was also frequently accompanied by a sigh of regret. "He's good-looking, but," became a familiar comment, followed by the label many viewers attached to him, "an unscented flower, beautiful, yet seemingly lacking emotional depth." From the very beginning, Song Weilong's visuals were never in question. Standing 185 centimeters tall with broad shoulders, narrow waist, and sharp facial structure, his appearance was often described as objectively perfect. His deep-set eyes, strong bone structure, and distinctive lips gave him an intense, high-impact look. Even veteran actress Cecilia Cheung once commented that he was so handsome it's hard to look at him directly. Discovered at a young age, Song Weilong entered the industry at just 16, transitioning from print modeling to acting. At 18, he starred in the romance drama My Huckleberry Distance, which surpassed 1 billion views, proving that audiences were more than willing to tune in for his screen presence alone. However, with attention came labels. Criticism quickly followed, and terms like wooden actor, empty eyes, and lacking emotional range began to trail him. The backlash peaked with the historical drama Untouchable Lovers, where heavy expectations, controversial styling, and his still immature acting created a sharp gap between hype and delivery. The project became a reference point for failed novel adaptations, and Song Weilong found himself widely mocked. For years, public opinion remained divided. His looks were praised without hesitation, yet his acting was often questioned. His appearance seemed both his entry pass and his invisible ceiling. That perception finally shifted in 2025 with a broadcast of the modern romance drama Shine on Me. As the series aired, clips spread rapidly online, gaining massive traction. Song Weilong's portrayal of Lin Yusen was met with unexpected enthusiasm, with many viewers calling the character one of the strongest male leads in recent contemporary romance dramas. Almost overnight, the narrative changed. Audiences realized that Song Weilong's blooming period had simply arrived later. Originally written in 2013, Shine on Me reflects an era when romance fiction favored powerful, calculating male leads who always had everything under control. Such characters often feel distant despite their perfection. Song Weilong, however, reshaped Lin Yusen with a layer of sincerity and restraint. Rather than delivering romantic lines with overconfidence, he spoke softly and slowly, imbuing familiar dialogue with warmth and shyness. His Lin Yusen feels gentle yet firm, affectionate yet respectful, someone who loves clearly, patiently, and without emotional aggression. The result is a character that feels comfortable, human, and quietly compelling. Song's growth is especially evident in his emotional scenes. Each crying moment is distinctly handled. When the truth behind a car accident is revealed, he suppresses his emotions, allowing only a single tear to fall as his throat tightens. In scenes opposite his mother, he turns his head slightly, using body language to amplify vulnerability. During a confession in the plum garden, reddened eyes and trembling lips reveal youthful nervousness rather than dramatic excess. Every tear feels motivated and grounded. Beyond facial expressions, he employs subtle physical details, a tightened jaw when restraining emotion, a slight frown when jealous, trembling fingers and visible veins during moments of grief. These carefully controlled movements give emotion a tangible form and signal a more mature understanding of performance. Off-screen, Song Weilong's journey has been equally demanding. Without formal acting training, he has always known he wasn't a naturally gifted prodigy. When criticized, his response was simple: "Then I'll work harder." He keeps personal goals written in his phone, revisiting them whenever doubt arises. His career path has not been smooth. He suffered injuries during action scenes, endured a prolonged contract dispute that halted his momentum for nearly 3 years, and faced public speculation that he had already peaked. Instead of retreating, he rebuilt quietly, establishing his own studio and filming continuously. In 2025 alone, he returned with Everlasting Longing, Youthful Glory, The Seven Relics of Ill Omen, and Shine on Me, choosing action over explanation. Despite setbacks, he remains gentle and grounded. He continues to challenge himself, from the rugged role in The Bionic Life to suspense and historical projects, even revisiting genres where he was once criticized. He reads audience feedback, drawing strength from simple messages of trust. In return, he consistently expresses gratitude, often repeating the same 3 words, "Thank you." Today, Song Weilong is no longer admired solely for an objectively perfect face. He is appreciated for the growth beneath it, for an actor who has stumbled, persisted, and quietly transformed. The flower was never without fragrance. It simply needed time. And after 10 years, it has finally learned how to bloom. From an industry perspective, Song Weilong's turning point is not accidental. It reflects a long-delayed alignment between image, experience, and timing. For years, the market pushed him forward primarily as a visual symbol rather than a developing actor. Early exposure, rapid popularity, and constant focus on appearance meant that his growth curve was inevitably uneven. What Shine on Me revealed is not a sudden transformation, but the accumulation of years spent adjusting, absorbing criticism, and slowly finding a performance style that suits him. His breakthrough lies in restraint. Instead of overcorrecting past criticism with exaggerated emotion, Song Weilong chose subtlety. This decision signals a clearer understanding of his own limitations and strengths, an essential step for any actor seeking longevity rather than short-term buzz. More importantly, his recent comeback also reflects a shift in audience expectations. Viewers today are more patient with gradual improvement and more receptive to sincerity than perfection. Song Weilong's awkward sincerity, once viewed as a weakness, has become a defining trait that sets him apart from formulaic male leads. In an industry where fast success often burns just as quickly, his 10-year journey stands as a reminder that timing matters as much as talent. The reassessment of Song Weilong is not about rewriting the past, but about recognizing growth when it finally becomes visible. His career trajectory suggests that he is no longer being carried solely by his face, but by a steadily forming actor's identity. For Song Weilong, the conversation has shifted. The question is no longer whether he can act, but how far he can go from here. Thanks for watching Cbiz News. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for your daily fix of Chinese entertainment. See you in the next video.